Do you ever scroll through those Facebook groups and see questions and comments that people post and just think to yourself, let me enlighten you? In today's video, I'm going to answer a question from the WT Leaders Facebook group. Let's go. I was scrolling through the WT Leaders Facebook group and I came across this question. Good day, worship leaders and MDs. I need your help. We currently use a laptop and a DAW for click tracks and backing tracks with Ableton Live for worship. But the guy who owns the laptop is going to be away for 2 Sundays, and we are short on musicians, so the click track and the backing tracks are really helping. He can make the tracks for us, but we have no extra PC with Ableton Live to play them back. Does anyone have any suggestions on how to use backing tracks live with a click, but no computer or DAW? Is it possible to hear only the tracks, only at the FOH without the click? Thank you in advance. I'm just new to all this tech stuff. Well, Ray, in this video, I'm gonna answer that question for you. Here's the process. Step 1, in your DAW, what you're gonna need to do is take your backing tracks, the stuff that you want everybody to hear at FOH, front of house, you're gonna wanna pan that all the way to the right is sort of the standard direction to pan it. And then you're gonna wanna take your click tracks and pan, click track and guide and pan that all the way to the left. With your tracks, you're gonna wanna make sure that those sound good in mono because in the end, it's not gonna be stereo, it will be mono. So make sure they sound good mono. And then what you're gonna do is bounce that out with your click track all the way to the left, good stuff, all the music all the way to the right. You're gonna bounce that out to a stereo track. And then what you're gonna wanna do is upload it to a mobile device like an iPod, that's what this is, or your phone, or a tablet, doesn't really matter. And then pick an app to play back from. So if it were me, I use Apple products, and it would be the easiest thing to do, quickest thing to do would be for me to literally just go to my music app, which is, little iTunes app. I would create a set list, literally just call it worship set, and then I'd go to add songs. I'd scroll through the songs that I just added and find the ones for the day. I'd click on those, have a clean little set list, and then literally just play that back live for worship. So we got to get the audio though from this to our console so that we can hear it from the house and hear the click and stuff in our in-ears. The way that we do that is with this cable, which is sort of step 2. We need an 1/8 inch, 3.5 millimeter on one end to dual 1/4 inch on the other end. And if your device has a headphone jack, then you literally just plug in direct and there you go. If you don't have a headphone jack, no worries, you just need yourself a dongle. And I recommend forking over a few extra dollars to get one that allows you to charge at the same time because it's just not worth the possibility of it dying on you in the middle of rehearsal, even worse in the middle of trying to lead people in worship. You don't want that. Spend the extra money, get one a dongle if you need it, that allows you to charge as well as have your 1/8 inch, 3.5 millimeter attachment. So you plug in to your device, there you go. And then with your other end, your dual 1/4 inch end. Now, a lot of times these are color coded and the colors help me remember, which side is which. So the way I remember this particular cable is that the gray stuff is boring. So this is the left side. All the click and guide is over here. Orange is one of my favorite colors. So all the good stuff is over here on the right side. And you're gonna plug this into a DI box. Now you have a couple options here. You can use one stereo DI box, so it's gonna actually have 2 channels on this one DI box, or you're gonna use 2 single channel DI boxes or like 2 mono DI boxes. So you would plug into the input of the DI, doop, doop, and then on the output, it typically is gonna be XLR. You're gonna go XLR out of the DI into something that's connecting to your board. So that's gonna be, your stage box or your snake or direct to console, however that works for you. One of the things that tripped me up in the beginning of learning all this is sort of being confused about how to get the click only in the in-ears. And it took me a while to finally realize that the click track actually had to take up a physical fader. And the way that I don't get that to FOH and I only get that to the in-ears is that I just literally just don't turn that fader up. Like, you just leave it down and then you're good to go. So the fader that has it, that you have your click and guide to, you just leave that down. We have a digital console here, and so I literally just leave that fader down, but I also, because it's digital, I take it out of the mains so that even if accidentally that fader gets pushed up, we're still good to go. We don't have to worry about it because it's not even routed to the mains at all. And then the good stuff, the track stuff, the stuff that we want to FOH, obviously you route that to your mains and you mix that into taste, and then there you go. Just to recap, out of your DAW, pan your click hard left, pan your tracks hard right, export that bad boy, upload it to your mobile device, and then get yourself a cable that has 1/8 inch on one side and dual 1/4 inch on the other. Plug into your device either direct or through a dongle, then plug your dual 1/4 inch side into DI box, and then plug from the output of the DI box to the console, and then just don't push the fader up in the house, and then mix the tracks into taste, and that's pretty much it. I hope that helps. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. It would mean so much to me if you would slap that like button, leave a comment below if there's a specific question or video that you want to see, and subscribe if you're getting value. I'll see you in the next one. One last thing. You have a gift, share it today.